system. So this one is our primary node, which is machine A, and this one is secondary node, which is the replication server. We call it machine B. If we verify, the host name is machine A, the IP 192.168.99.5, and we run here Ubuntu 22.04. And in the secondary node, which is our machine B replication node, the host name machine B, IP we have assigned 192.168.99.4, which also runs Ubuntu 22.04. Now we have assigned primary node and replication node to IP. The first step to install PostgreSQL on both primary and replica nodes. We already installed in both server. We can verify with this command. We have entered in the Postgres. Postgres is installed in both the server. Next, let's log on to the primary node, which is machine A, and as a Postgres user, which is the default user that is created with every new PostgreSQL installation. We need to create a replication user that will be used to initiate the replication process from the primary node. So therefore, if you run the command, it has created a new role which called replica user. We just log out from the Postgres. Next, we need to make few changes to the main configuration file using vim text editor. So to access the file, we type this one. We have now in the editor mode in postgres.sql.conf file. So here we need to change some settings. First, we go to listen address. In the listen address section, we have to input our main server IP address. After that, we need to change the wall level. The wall level we have selected here, logical. And then finally, we have to change the settings of write ahead log. Okay, wall log hints. So we make it on. That's all for the changes needed in this configuration file. We just save the changes and exit. Next, we need to access the pg_hba file. We need to add this line at the end of the configuration file. This allows the replication node or machine B to connect with the master node, which is machine A, using this replication user, and this is our IP of the replication server. We just save and quit. Then restart the PostgreSQL service. Okay, we are done with the machine A, which is our main server. Now it's time for the machine B, which is our replication server. So in the replication server, first what we need to do, before the replica node can start replicating data from the master node, we need to create a copy of the primary node's data directory to the replication server. To achieve this, first we have to stop the PostgreSQL service on the replica node. To stop this, we just type PostgreSQL. Now the service is stopped. Next, we need to remove all the files in the replica's data directory in order to start on a clean slate to make room for the primary node data directory. So we are removing okay, it has removed all the previous data. Now we are running the pg_base backup utility to copy data from the primary node to the replication node. Okay, this is the command. This will create all the data currently in the primary server. It will copy all the data from the primary server to the replication server, and we can change the slot name. It create a replication slot using the replica_user. Okay, now it's done. Now we are executing chown command to Now we are executing this command on the replica to grant ownership of the data directory to the Postgres user. Okay, we are done. Now it's time to start the Postgres service. The replica will now be running in hot standby mode. At this point, the primary node's data directory has successfully been backed up on the replica, and the replica started in a hot standby mode. Now switching to the primary node. The final part is to test out if the replication is working as intended. To verify that the replica is connected to the primary node and the primary is streaming, we are in the Postgres now. Now we can query the pg_stat replication table. We are retrieving information about the replica's IP address and the state of the primary server. If we run this, we can see this is in a streaming state. So we can see the client address, which is our replication server, and the primary server is actually streaming now. We are going to create a test database, add a table with a few records, and then verify if the database has been replicated on the replica server. So if we just create a new table, create database student_db1. Now we are in the student_db1 database. Once in the database, creating a table called student details with the following schema. So we are creating a table student_detail1. Now inserting this following information in the student table. We have inserted. If we insert one more, we can query the table to confirm the inserted record. We can see there is two records, two names, the first name, last name, and email. Now heading over to the replica node and switching to the Postgres user. Now switching to the database, querying the table for all the records stored. We will get exactly the same record as we created in the master node. So we can say here the primary node is replicating exact data to the replicating node. Insert all the group members info here. Now we have added all 7 members info in that table. Now if we check, we can see we have 7 rows, all the group 6 members are here. If now we check in the replication server, we can see all the 7 group member informations has been copied in the replication server instantly. So we can say our replication service is working. That's all from us now. Thank you very much for watching.